Community to Community's vision is development with dignity. No shame, no pity. We amplify dignity and progress led by the people of Petit-Goâve. In a world too often defined by headlines, something incredible is happening. Communities here don't just survive, they are working hard to thrive. Community to Community is working with the people of Petit-Goâve to restore vital resources. A much-needed canal is built one hand at a time. Roads are carved into a mountain with simple tools, bringing safe passage to their children and elders. This is development with dignity. And while access to continuous healthcare is saving lives, trees planted today will nourish future generations. Each person is building, planting, and teaching. We are not the heroes. You are. The person willing to support this movement and say, yes, I want to be a restorer of dignity. Join Community to Community.
Bonjour, bonsoir, hello, how are you? I'm so excited today. I'm excited every time I do Restoring Dignity with C2C Live because it's always amazing, and today is no different. You know, they say practice makes perfect, right? You've heard that. I disagree. I don't think the practice makes perfect because I don't think we should be seeking perfection. I don't think that we should be trying to have a perfect life. I believe that we should aspire to have a wonderful life. Because when you aspire for perfection, you don't get to live. And that demand for perfection, well, it requires you to give a pound of flesh. Whereas if you pursue having a wonderful life, that means you can make mistakes. That means you can learn from them. That means that you then have experience and advice, and that you're able to parcel out wisdom. And that at the end of it all, you have an opportunity to leave a legacy. So let's not do practice makes perfect. Let's do practice makes good preparation. And C2C knows a lot about that. So as we are in our 15th year here in 2025, we know that hurricane season comes every year. It starts in June and it ends in November. And we weren't prepared the first time. We weren't prepared the second time. But around the third time, we started to get it together. And that meant making sure that we had the right people in place, the right materials in place, so that we could even prepare for the next year. So every year we learned a little bit more that made us more prepared. Are we going to have it perfect? We won't, because every hurricane is different. So this Hurricane Melissa that came in October was different from Hurricane Matthew, from Hurricane Ernesto, and all of the ones before. But we were prepared. Responsable Jeanne of APHD, Responsable Robinson of ODCP were ready and started to put things in place that they could do emergency response, get us the information so that we can support them. And by that, I mean through your giving, that we were able to address needs immediately. So I want to say thank you that you helped us to not be perfect, but be ready. So thank you for that. So I'm excited to bring Responsable Jeanne on because today we have a lot of good news about the things that are happening. So Responsable Jeanne, viens parler avec nous. Come talk to us. So m konen ou pa gen pile temps parce que m konen ou gon l'autre réunion ou pour aller, même te vle partager avec moun yo et ki bon ou ye et nan travail ke nap fè a et kote don yo pour aller. So I know that you have a lot to do, and I know you have to go to another meeting. So I'm glad you came to spend the time with us today to share about some of the work that is going on as it relates to the canal, to the kids, to the cholera intervention. So, responsable Eugène, bienvenue.
Merci, responsable MarieYolaine, et moi dis bonjour à tout le monde qui attend de moi.
Thank you, responsable MarieYolaine. I say good morning, good day to everyone who is in the sound of my voice. Responsable Eugène, est-ce que vous pouvez dire qui update ou gagné sur choléra, qui production qu'on a fait? Can you give me an update on the cholera intervention that you are doing?
Merci, responsable MarieYolaine. Alors, normalement, après chaque catastrophe naturelle, toujours gagné épidémie qui vient.
After every catastrophe that happens like this, it's usually followed by a series of qui m'a dit encore?
Épidémie qui vient.
Epidemics. Thank you, merci. So that it follows epidemics. Me parler.
Et normalement, nous-mêmes, au niveau APHD ou DCP, nous travaillons dans la santé.
So because APHD and ODCP work in the area of health,
Donc, les non constatés maladie choléra, c'est dans toilette à terre, et puis dans boire de l'eau qui pas traitée, c'est là mon yo prend.
so when we realize that cholera is usually transmitted through contaminated water to folks defecating on the ground, we knew that we had to address this situation immediately.
Et dans ce sens ça, nous prévoyons fixer des points de lavage dans plusieurs écoles.
So we set up hand washing stations in multiple locations and multiple schools.
Et puis aller dans zone côté qui gen marché yo pour nous faire sensibilisation de choléra.
And also in the marketplaces so that we can sensitize people to how to prevent cholera.
Aller dans zone défavorisée yo côté qui gen monde qui vulnérable yo tout pour faire formation pour yo.
And also in the most vulnerable locations, isolated locations, to also provide intervention for the people in those areas.
Et garder si yo gen latrine.
To check to make sure that they have access to bathrooms.
Si yo pas genyen, et puis réfléchir pour porter une réponse.
And if they didn't, to talk to them and figure out how we can make that accessible for them.
Donc, dans jour, dans travail que nous gen à faire,
in the work that we are doing,
c'est préparer et point de lavage yo.
Is to set up these areas for the water stations.
Et puis monter un spot pour n'al bay rouler dans radio.
And also taking out PSAs on the radio.
Qui pour permettre communauté a gagner une plus bonne éducation.
That will make it so that the community has a much more education about cholera and how to prevent it.
Comment pour yo protéger tête yo.
How they can protect themselves.
Dans ça y a manger.
As well as to how to check it for in the things that they're eating.
Dans l'eau y a boire.
In the water that they are drinking.
Donc yo pas prendre choléra.
So that they do not contract cholera.
Merci, responsable MarieYolaine.
Thank you, responsable MarieYolaine. Merci, responsable Eugène. That was a concise update. Merci pour ça. Can you talk about the work that is happening in Cupiton in the canal? Est-ce que vous pouvez parler des travaux qu'a fait dans le canal là dans Cupiton?
Donc, normalement, nos canal de Cupiton gagne un impact positif.
So usually the canal that is in Cupiton has a positive impact in the community because it's a source of water.
Et deuxièmement, nous gagnons captage Cupiton qui bail en pile monde dans commune dans de l'eau.
We have a captage, which is a water source. If you can think of a large square structure that is filled with the clean water that supports the entire community. Vous m'êtes parlé?
Donc, captage, ça de l'eau qui sorti dans flambeau yo et de l'eau qui refoulée dans marécage là, tu viens faire sel avec captage là.
So during the hurricane, the water that came from the mountain got into the captage water and mixed together.
Donc, nous getan kire captage là.
So we have already addressed the captage. Lodi kire responsable. Est-ce que vous pouvez expliquer ça y est?
Tirage là, c'est que alluvion, vieux sédiment qui remplit espace côté pour de l'eau à couler, nous venons avec pelle mécanique, tant que ça n'a pas gardé pour que nous fouiller.
I see. So I was asking him, what does he mean by that they addressed it? And he was saying that they brought pails and shovels to remove the sediment. And the pictures that you're seeing now is the overflow from the hurricane and the excavation machine that they brought in order for them to first address the captage.
Exact. Donc, maintenant, dans le niveau nous y là, nous embauche, nous avons monde qui travaille avec pelle, bourrette, râteau pour faire assainissement tout autour captage là.
So right now, while I'm speaking to you, there are people who are working at the canal right now and also making sure to keep the captage clean. So as you can see in this video, and we shared this in our social media, that this cat machine excavator was actually one town over. And when they had looked at the situation, it would have taken 100 people in the community 2 months to do what this machine was doing. So we diverted some of the funds that we had sent down in order to rent this machine because it was one town over and timing was of the essence. Responsable m'explique moun yo que excavateur ça nous te décidé pour nous te utiliser en partie de donyo pour nous utiliser pour faire travail ça. Comme on te dit, si c'était à main, ou nous avons besoin 100 moun, nous avons prend plus que 2 mois si on a fait à la main.
Exact.
So it's ça me fait expliquer. So what the excavator has started, the community will finish. Sa machine a commencé et communauté a fini.
Yes.
OK. Est-ce qu'il y a rien encore oublié de nous de travail dans le canal là?
Et je pense que mardi prochain, on va venir avec des photos qui témoignent tout ça.
Wonderful. I asked if there was any other information he wanted to share in reference to the canal work, and he said that they've taken many more pictures and videos that when he comes back next week, that we'll be able to share more information on the work that is being done. Responsable Jeanne, moi merci ou 1000 fois parce que je ne pas dormi et ou travaille 24/24, so moi voulais dire ça devant tout le monde qui est là. Et au nom de CDC et tout le monde qui a supporté CDC, je remercie. I said to him that I know he doesn't sleep. I know he's been working 24 hours. He's also a father and a husband. But this has been what he's been doing since the last week of October, not only in his community, not only on the mountainside, but also in Cupiton and the work that he's doing. And I said to him, on behalf of C2C and all the people that support us, thank you for the work that you're doing. So, oui, merci encore, responsable Jeanne. Bon chapeau bas pour le travail que vous avez fait.
Merci également, responsable MarieYolaine. Et nous disons merci à tout le monde qui attendait nous, tout le monde qui baille donne pour nous réaliser bel travail ça.
Thank you also, and I would like to say thank you to all of the people who have donated, who have allowed for this work to take place. Et responsable, j'aime développer monter photo Timonio tout parce que vous changez et l'école Salou était envahie de l'eau, mais vous avez partagé photo avec nous, sommes développés bon micro pour parler des situations l'école là et Timonio qui retournait. So I said to him, I want to give him an opportunity also to talk about the school, because one of the pictures on the videos we showed last time was that the school was filled with water, even though it served as a shelter, and that school had to be put on pause while they cleaned out the building. And he sent me these pictures of our little preschoolers being able to go back to school. So responsable Jeanne and our young people, bon mikour.
Merci, responsable MarieYolaine. Donc, Et vraiment, je partage vidéo l'école là avec vous, côté qui était inondé pendant passage Melissa.
Merci, responsable. He said these were the pictures that I wanted to share, that the children are back in school, and that the school is fully functioning now, so that the children's education is not paused. Responsable, je voulais dire sur Facebook, moi regardé qu'on y a là, ou changer Ghetto Gaston
Oui.
dans ODCP, et
Oui.
il voyait do good job.
Merci.
I was just telling him that one of the members of ODCP is actually watching via Facebook and wanted to say good job. So, responsable, moi remercie encore mille fois pour me dire pour tout travail que a fait. Comme moi te dit, moi gon ti surprise pour gon moun moi vle pote sou stage là pour ka salye li, et so ma panik pote li, and that's it. So I told him I had a surprise for him because there's somebody I'm going to bring on stage who he hasn't seen in a very long time. I'll share a little bit more about her in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mesdames et messieurs, amigos and amigas, ladies and gentlemen, Rose Saintville.
Hello, bonjour, Madame Rose.
Are you on mute? I can't hear you. Oh my gosh. You're not on mute on our side. You're on mute on your side. So we're going to let you figure that out. You may have to log back in or log back on. Li sous mute responsable Jean, li cap get some technical difficulties. I feel like we fixed this way before and I could hear you before. But anyway, pou m'di tout moun pendant Rose ap fixe ti problem li gen sou laptop li. So everyone, this is Rose Saintville, nay Rose Michelle, C2C team member since 2010, from the beginning. So we'll have other things we're going to share about her, but I wanted to bring her on so Responsable Jean could see her because he hasn't seen her in a long time. So Responsable Jean, mou konon bezwen ale, ou met Rose ka tande ou, so met pataje sovle avek li, le fini map kito ale pou nou ka kontini, paske nou pal pale Gala avek tout bagay nou pal fe en janvier.
D'accord, merci, responsable MarieYolaine. Bonjour Rose, comment vous m'espérez en forme? Déjà, moi, je responsable MarieYolaine, merci pour ces prix ça. Alors, bien que moi, le flyers là, mais quand il a un flyers hier, moi, j'étais tout doucement pour me montrer, me recevoir ces prix là.
He's hilarious. He said, hello, Rose. I'm so happy to see you. Even though I saw the flyer yesterday and saw you, so I kind of knew, but I stayed very quiet until I could come on and see you in person. Merci, responsable, que aucun bessi prise là pour moi. I appreciate that. Ça fait longtemps que vous gardez tout et social media, so merci bon Dieu pour ça. So, ça me l'a dit, responsable, merci en pile. So, wè si Rose ka monte, men konen ka kite ou paske m konen ou gon lot réunion ou bezwen ale. Et est-ce que ça son lot cluster réunion ou pale kounya?
Oui, effectivement, c'est un lot cluster. Cluster, ça a toujours fait. Et chaque fois qu'il y a information pour institution qui est dans la commune partagée, donc, il y a toujours fait nous parler de ça. Donc, il y a un groupe de coordination qui passe à annonce.
Okay, so he's going to another cluster meeting, and one of the things he's mentioned before is that these cluster meetings happen regularly post Melissa, and so let me see. Rose Michelle, can you hear us?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, hallelujah.
Blessed be the Lord.
Blessed be the Lord. I love that you are always adapt, adjust, evolve. You're like, I'm gonna figure this out.
We gonna get this together.
Make it happen. Thank you, Lord. I knew you could. I had no doubt. That's why I was like, let me just buy her some time because I saw you were like this. I was like, yeah, she's figuring it out. So I'm gonna finish the cluster thing and then you can speak to Eugène. So
Okay.
the cluster, as Responsable Eugène said, are different clusters in different areas. So whether that is construction, recovery, response, health, etc. Et cluster ça responsable, c'est pour santé ou bien on l'autre bagaille?
C'est pour tout bagay.
Okay, it's for all of them. Okay, I'm bien responsable qu'on a besoin aller Rose te vle partager et on va sou m'te bali réponse là déjà me traduire pour tout le monde so ma bay Rose micro avant aller, okay?
D'accord, merci.
Okay, Rose, your mic is on.
Et Jeanne, très, très, très content pour moi aujourd'hui. Kem, oh, Kem, seul Kem qui a dit. Je voulais remercier pour tout le travail que vous fait pour Jean Kembe. Vous connaissez, mon piton, c'est mon pas mieux. Vous connaissez ça c'est pas mieux.
Are you gonna let me translate? Because
Okay, sorry.
I'm not, I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. So Rose said, Eugène, I'm so happy to see you. I don't even have the words. My heart, you know, the people on the mountainside in Piton, those are my people. And I just want to thank you for all of the work that you are doing.
Yes.
Merci, Rose. Moi, pour passer une très bonne journée depuis nous rencontrer. Donc, nous disons bon Dieu merci, nous travaillons en pile derrière là. Et l'autre alpiton allé avec un pile difficulté, mais lorsque bon Dieu va permettre ou retourner, donc on est capable pour en ville là, et puis dans l'espace que nous dormir, non seulement l'améliorer, on est capable de vivre là avec machine.
Wow. Amen. Amen.
He
Amen.
said to her that you will remember that in the times past, because Rose is C2C day one. So when we used to walk up the mountain and then we would park the car, then we would walk up and then down into the valley. And he's telling her, when you return, God willing, that you will see that now you can drive all the way into the valley.
Yes.
Up to the school.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
So chapeau bas for Eugène and all of that work. So merci responsable.
Yes.
Merci également, responsable. Merci tout le monde. Have a good day.
All right. So he's bringing the English. So
Yes.
I do not need to translate that. Everyone needs to know that messy means messy. Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you go. If you don't know nothing, you should know that messy means thank you. So Rose, I'm gonna put you off stage because actually, no, I'm gonna keep you on because you need to see this. So I said already that you are C2C day one.
Yeah.
Do you remember this moment? I'm gonna show you a little something.
So, ça c'est
Oh my God.
deuxième fois que je vini, première fois que je vini, je dis merci yo, je vini, mais je toujours vini encore. Je ne connais pas si yo te quoi, but je dis yo, c'est Kem qui là. And avant de même vini là, Kem te là. But quand y a là, je vini là kay moi. Ça c'est là kay moi. Et nous tous connaissons, maman m'avait papa mourir. C'est mon cap yo te ye. But maman avait papa mourir. But lem vin là, m'gen plaisir maman, m'gen plaisir papa, m'gen frère, m'gen sœur. So, seul merci m'ga di nou, lem vin là kay mwen. Même si nous vin pour travail, but lem vin là, vin wè maman, vin wè ma tante mwen, vin wè tonton, vin wè tout monde. So, il parle après, maman même dit nous, il va première fois na pour mon deuxième fois, moi c'est là m'fè kay mwen.
Wow.
You remember that?
Yes. And I would walk up that mountain again just to be with them.
I know. I know. And I know we're going to get the opportunity to do that. So I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to that. So, hi, Wozo. I'm so excited that you're here. Like, you're going to be on multiple shows. I'm just letting you know now, because we're not in 10 minutes going to be able to do 2010 to 2025. Okay. We're not. So I'm going to just touch on a few things and then invite you to come back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we need to update just your life, your personal life, your professional life, MDS, your business, everything. And you're probably going to come on the Money Talks too. So I'm just letting you know,
Yes.
don't go
Yes.
nowhere, because there's multiple things. Get yourself an agent so that you can, have your thing together. So, but for the purposes of today, tell everyone just how did you come to be with C2C, and how long, and what does C2C mean to you?
Oh my God. I believe that there's nothing by coincidence. I believe that there's a heart cry that sometimes you pray for something you don't even know, right? And God knows what you need in the moment. And I think I know, the earthquake happened and of Haitian descent and um, living in New York and going through the movement moments and figuring out what am I going to do next. And I just remember we've been going to the same church for so long, but I remember your message, and I sat there and I said, what can I do? What can I do from where I am? And I said, if I could just have one conversation with MarieYolaine and just tell her, whatever I could do, however I can put my hands into it, I just want to be part of it. And that was just a silent cry. And lo and behold, we connected, and it just, I want to say love at first sight.
It was.
And but just heard I think both our hearts were just crying out, and we were called and never looked back after that. I think there was a stigma of what nonprofit was in Haiti, and the stigma of being Haitian and poor, and we need a handout, instead of saying that we are talented. There are engineers and nurses in Haiti,
Definitely.
and we just need to come alongside them. And I think that when that message was what we were portraying, it was different, and that's why
Mm.
I stayed, because it was so human. It was so human. And I think that just where my heart is, like, everybody deserves to be a grown up. Everybody deserves to want to feed their family and not feel ashamed. So this is simple things, and I think that's what C2C stands for, and we've been doing it since day one, and it has never changed. And no matter the red tape, no matter the things that held us back, the mission never changed. It was the people first, and everything else after.
Bravo. This is why you're coming back like 10 times. So I'm going to fast forward, since, like I said, you're coming back multiple times, for why we are here together today.
Yes.
So we reconnected in October,
Yes.
and that's a whole other story, but I'll give the most important part.
Yes.
And that is that I am part of a mastermind run by Andy Enriquez, called the $1 Million Storyteller Mastermind. And we have an event every October called Story into Profit Live. And I'm going to say it was probably 2 days before I found out that I could, because I was going to be speaking as well, that I could invite a guest. And immediately God said, call Rose. And we've been trying to talk for like 2 years. So back and forth on text and everything else, and you called and left me message when my mom passed away in February, and still, it's just life.
Mhm.
And I remember I was like, I hope this is still your number. And you're like, yes, it is. And I was like, I don't know if you're busy, blah, blah, this is happening. And you're like, I'm coming. And again, God orchestrated that whole thing, because if it had been any other time, you wouldn't have been able to come. And again, we'll go into that in another episode. But fast forward, you came, and Andy gave me multiple opportunities to be on stage and tell my story about C2C and share C2C with everyone who was in attendance. And our goal was to raise $25,000 literally in 3 days. So not only did we do that, we surpassed it, but I think it was the last day, as I was leaving stage, and I think we hadn't reached the goal. And as I was getting off the stage, I heard a voice saying, "Hey, no, wait." And it was the DJ who said, "Hey, I don't have any money to give you now, but I'm going to throw a whole event for you." And I remember that I was like, "What?" So before I could even get off the stage, you ran to the DJ and was like, "I don't care what y'all doing." Just like you just said in the previous story, I was like, "I just want to be a part of what's going on." You ran to the DJ and said, "I will cater this."
Yes.
So y'all, Rose is a awesome human in general, but she is a mother, she is a wife, she's an entrepreneur, she is a chef, she is an author, she is a human resources professional. She's a Renaissance woman. Y'all not ready for her story today, but there'll be a full episode that's going to be about Rose, because that's where we are in the program. So we want to tell you all about DJ Mike Cooley was the DJ, and we're going to have the Night of Hope, which is taking place on Sunday, January the 18th in Tamarack, Florida. And Rose will be the person who is going to be catering this affair. Now, maybe you're wondering, like, why is this important? This is important because I am putting in my GLIO request today, 2 months early. I'm bringing Tupperware because I have no shame. And I'm going to just need for that to be, I'm just going to slide it over to you. And then I'll know at the end of the night, I can just come and get that. So what made you run to Mike?
I mean, this is what C2C stands for, and what we do with our partner communities in Petit-Goâve. We don't ask people to. We don't. Everybody has a talent, a gift. We have nurses up there. We have mothers up there. We have our engineers. We have our farmers. Everybody's there doing their part. So it's just natural. And I was just like, he's about to put an event. I was like, I cater events. Let's just make it happen. And I think when that's what makes a community, right? That's what makes a community work, because everybody's there doing their job, doing what their gifts and talents are, and being a participant. And I was like, this is how I am a participant and not a spectator. So I was like, I gotta be.
Look at
Yes.
you with the C2C DNA. I love it. We're very adamant in C2C is we want people who engage with us to move from being spectators of the work to being participants in the work, right? And I loved what you said. The folks on the mountain, and I would say across all of Haiti, because if you Haitian, let's be honest, we are known as being hardworking. We adapt and adjust and evolve in any situation that we are put in, right? I remember years ago when I think the Olympics was being done in Brazil, and there was Haitians there, people who went to learn to speak Portuguese, one of the hardest languages in the world, right? But when you're determined and not desperate, it puts a whole new what's the word I'm looking for? Filter on how you look at life. So you could either look at that situation like, I'm in a country, I don't know how to speak the language, I don't know these people, I'm by myself, I'm this, I'm that, and you operate in lack and fear and scarcity. Or it could be, this is a whole new adventure for me. I'm going to meet people, I'm going to learn a new language, I'm going to get in where I fit in, and I'm going to make this work. And Rose, if I ever met anyone who made this work, it was you. So I'm so excited that you are back in my life, that you are back in C2C. I thank God, because I cannot give credit to any other, that he was like, call her, period, full stop. And that he would already prepared your situation so that you could even be there.
Yeah.
And now you're in the community. I'm so excited for your life. I'm so excited for the fact that you're about to blow up. Just remember me. And again, just a little Glio will keep me. I don't have to much. Just a little Glio every now and then. I'm excited for the book you're writing. I'm excited for your business. I'm excited for the catering business. I know that you are about to blow up. I know it. I know it.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that he brought us back together. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that you are back in C2C. So, whoo, save the date, y'all. If you're in Florida.
Yes, yes. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's a time to have, and we really get to be participants, not spectators. So, and the food's gonna be great.
And the food's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm so excited. Is there anything else you want to share with the people?
Well, I just want to say thank you for just always having an open mind, open arm, and just welcoming people with their gifts the way that we are. I think you created a platform, all your platforms, because you also are a woman of just tremendous. And I look up to you, and you're my mentor, and just dearly love you, but you are the fire starter, and that is what you are. You really ignite the things that are inside people that they don't know they even have, or even know where to start with. And I am grateful, and I am forever grateful, and will always be, that you sort of fired me even when I didn't see it. And it's trickled over to my kids and my marriage and just who I am and how I serve people, and why I believe humans are important. Let's put the H back in human resource. And yeah, and it's the secret ingredient. I cook with my heart, because I think about the people who are going to taste my food. That is,
Mm.
it's what matters to me, that they enjoy it. So I just thank you for this platform, for just being who you are, and just let's rock it out the next 50 years.
That is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say it now that we're gonna rock it out in Florida first, and then we're gonna rock it out on the mountain second.
Oh, I cannot wait. Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Absolutely.
I'm saying it now. So
Absolutely.
Rose, thank you for being here. And I'm gonna say I'll just see you the next time that you're here, and we'll continue the conversation that we're having. And yeah, you'll be back.
Yes,
That's
yes.
all I'm
Thank you
going to
for
say.
having
You'll
me.
be back. I'm excited for January 18th. I'm
Yes.
excited that you are going to be the caterer. I'm excited about everything. So until next time, hug Patrick for me, because I saw little pictures of him too in some of these videos that were hilarious. That's only one of many that we found. You ain't even ready for the other one. And of course, Amber,
Yeah, that's her.
like I don't do paparazzi. I'm busy. So I literally have all of those of them as little kids and babies too. So Ozo, I love you. You know
Yes.
that. I'm so excited that God has brought us back together, and we picked up like,
Right? Like nothing. Yes,
like
yes,
nothing, like we just saw each other this morning.
yes,
So thank you for saying yes. Thank you for heeding the call.
yes. Thank you.
I love you. Until next time.
I do too.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I am over the moon. So you've seen literally two of my favorite people. Eugène, I respect on the highest level I can even express in words. And I have watched Rose become the amazing person that she is. That's why I'm telling you, when the book comes out, buy it. Whatever she cooks, eat it. All of these things you'll be happy with, because everything she does it out of her heart and out of her love. And I will say this, you want to engage with someone who has been through something, because that person is going to give you their best. That person who has overcome something. That person who's not striving for perfection, but wonderfulness. And I've watched Rose make that decision to move from practice makes perfect to practice makes preparation. And she has taken multiple obstacles, and forget making lemons into lemonade. She made like lemon meringue pie out of these situations. So this is a person you want to know. So like I said, she'll be back like 10 more times because it'll take that long to do all the stories. So save it on your calendar, Sunday, January the 18th in Tamarack, Florida. So tickets are going to be available very soon. So just keep an eye out. We're going to launch everything and you'll be able to go to the page, get tickets or donate or sponsor. And we want to shout out DJ Mike Cooley, because that is a person who made a decision. And his decision is going to impact 1,200 families, because he is on the bus, 100% paid his fare, strapped himself in to make sure that this health and wellness center gets built. So I love y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I pray for y'all. I believe God to bless y'all for your supporting this organization, that God will repay you. So have a wonderful day. Until next time. Remember that I speak to every ear, because I don't know which two will hear me. Mwen pale avec toutes oreilles, parce que m'pa konnen ki dekap tandem. Have a wonderful day. Bye.